For this assignment, you're going to be using Pinterest to create your own aesthetic collage that showcases kind of your own style. So here I am logged into my Pinterest page. You're going to log into your own account. These are like all my boards and stuff. And once you have signed in, you're going to come over here to the Create button and you're going to choose the second option, which is Collage. It's going to give you this kind of blank board to work with, and you're going to be able to choose from over here all of the images that you want to create to add together to create your aesthetic collage. So remember, this is not just a collage of things that you like. You're actually creating an artwork that should look cohesive. All of your colors should go together. You're creating one kind of like visual vibe. So I'm going to start with this as my background, just because I like the pattern, I like the colors. You can start with whatever you'd like. You can play around with size here. You can move it around. And then I'm going to add kind of a second one because I have more here to add to. So I'm going to choose kind of like these two wild clashing patterns. And this is going to be the base of my collage. So my aesthetic vibe is kind of like colorful. We've got like oranges and reds, so I'm going to stick with that theme. These kind of go with my theme. I kind of see very similar colors going on. So I'm going to have this tool, it kind of like automatically starts cutting shapes out, and then I'm going to click Add Cutouts. Actually, I did not like the way that looked, so I'm going to delete that. And I'm going to try to find something else. So I'm going to click on this again, and it kind of gives me similar images underneath, and I'm going to go with this one instead. And you can see that this cutout tool is kind of like working its magic. I'm going to wait for it to finish, and then I'm going to click Add Cutout, and it just gave me these kind of like cutout pattern floral design. I like the way that looks against that kind of pattern that I added on the back. So the collage style that I'm going for, the aesthetic here is kind of like pretty, pink, that kind of thing. So something like this would not fit in my aesthetic because it clashes. So I'm looking to create like a very similar vibe. I'm going to search more like flower drawings and see kind of what comes up. I'm going to use this one. I really like the way that it's drawn. And I'm going to see how it cuts it out. So it's just doing a square around it. So I'm going to choose not to use that one, and I'm going to see what this one does. So this one, the snipping tool cut out the actual silhouette of the shape, and that's what I was looking for. And I'm going to kind of collage on top of this. You can change the size. You can like layer things. So if I want this blue flower to go behind the pink flower, I'm going to change the order over here. So now that's going to change, and you can kind of move it around, and it should stay behind there. So then you're just going to kind of like keep going, create your collage and your aesthetic, and then once you have an image you like, you're going to upload it to our assignment submission.